What's going on YouTube? We're here with another Smite build video. I am your host Shui, and let's jump right into it. Now, as you can see on screen, we are here to talk about the man, the myth, the legend, Thanatos, Hand of Death. I'm pretty sure I've called other people legends in this but this man is pretty strong. As you can see on screen, he's wearing that Archon skin, one of the rarest skins and one of the most badass skins. Excuse my language, but it is awesome. It's I think it is the only progressionary skin on the Xbox. There might be other ones on PC, but on Xbox, it's the only progressionary skin that actually changes during the pace of the game. Now, today we're going to jump in and give you guys a really good jungler build for Thanatos. Now, before we jump into this, I have had multiple random people on my teams while playing Smite, so I'm going to use my channel to actually pretty much give you guys a what exactly? I'm gonna spread a word through my channel, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna tell you guys what needs to change in the community of Smite. Now, a lot of the times people will come in and they will KS like crazy when playing jungler, and they will come KS hyper carry and duo, or they'll KS the freaking tank and solo or something like that. Like, they'll KS people like crazy that don't need to be KS'd. And a lot of people will be sending me messages, and I'll be like, hey, why are you KSing everybody, man? Just wait and try to snatch up the ones you can get. And he said it's a jungler's job to KS. Now, that is completely false, and if you believe that, you do not deserve to be running jungle, man. That's all I'm going to say. Sorry to preach here a little bit, but I just want to get this point across. For you to be a jungler, what you are supposed to do is assist and save. That is your job, is assist and save. You're supposed to come in when somebody's getting swamped on their lane, and you're supposed to keep the other jungler at bay. Now, let's say it's 1v2 in duo, and the other tank or the support in duo is dead, and you see that there's 2v1 and he's getting jumped. Dive in there and kill whoever the hell you can. That's understandable, you know what I mean? But let's say the ADC is chasing on the other ADC and he's super one-shot, and then you execute dive as Thanatos. All you're doing is hindering your ADC. He is now behind a kill that he should have. So let's say he's now 2 levels behind. That's your fault. If you start losing duo lane because the other god is feeding on minions and they start taking duo and taking towers, that's on you. That is your blame, jungler. I know everybody blames jungler for everything, but that is jungler's fault. So I'm done preaching here, guys. Now I'm just gonna go. Now make sure if you're jungler, one more thing. Make sure if you're jungler, know your job, man. Know your job. You're not here to steal kills. You're here to help. All right. So we'll jump right into the abilities. You have Harvester of Souls. Enemy gods within his ultimates execute health threshold are revealed to Thanatos. Dealing the killing blow to execute also empowers Thanatos' healing, and based on the max HP of his target and reducing his active cooldowns. Additionally, all of Thanatos' abilities cost health and mana to use. Now, the HP restored is 20% of target's max HP and 10% of target's max HP for minions. Pretty self-explanatory, 5-second cooldown reduction. Now we're just going to jump right up to the top. Thanatos flings his scythe at an enemy, dealing damage and an additional 10% of the target's maximum health against enemy gods. Enemies hit are slowed for 3 seconds and heal Thanatos based on damage dealt. Consumes 5% of Thanatos' max HP when used. Pretty solid. Caps out at 380 with 60% of your physical power and does 10% of max HP, and so on and so forth. Pretty easy, pretty self-explanatory. Scent of Death. Thanatos senses death, gaining immunity to slow effects and additional move speed and physical penetration for 6 seconds. His speed bonus increases up to double when moving toward an enemy god within the insta-kill health threshold for his ultimate. Consumes 5% of Thanatos' max HP. I'm pretty sure a majority of these cost 5% of your max HP, which isn't really that much. Soul Reap. Thanatos swings his scythe, dealing physical damage and silencing enemies that he hits. Thanatos' moves are at a reduced rate while swinging. Consumes 5% of Thanatos' max HP when used. Caps at 300 plus 60% of your physical power, and silences for 1.5 seconds. And here's the execute. Hovering Death. Thanatos flaps his wings and ascends for 5 seconds, unable to be hit. While airborne, he moves unimpeded at an increased speed before diving to his target location. Dealing damage, enemies below a health threshold are instantly killed. All others are stunned. Consumes 10% of Thanatos' max HP when used. Pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. It's an execute. It's really good. I would definitely recommend it. Remember, don't use it to KS because that's not what you're here to do. I'm going to be preaching about that this whole video, guys. I'm sorry about it, but I have to. I've been KS so much about being an ADC in duo, man. I can't. Alright. First things first, you want to level up Death Scythe, Soul Reap, Scent of Death, Death Scythe. And then you want to go hovering, and then Scythe, Scythe, Reap, hovering. Then you want to go Death Scythe, Reap, Reap, hovering, Reap, Scent, Scent, hovering, Scent, Scent, hovering. Self-explanatory, right? Alright, now on to the item build. Now here's the thing. There's so many different builds out there, so many different strategies for junglers that I'm probably going to catch some flack for this video. But you know what? This is my take on a jungler. I actually started playing Smite as a jungler. I played Arachne, I played Thanatos, I played Humbats, I played Serket, I played pretty much everybody. Kali, I played a bunch of people, and I was really, really good at it. I almost got like 600 kills on Arachne, she's level 3. So, you know, like, I'm really, really good at jungle. I know what I'm doing. ADC, jungle, and solo are pretty much the only 3 positions I know fully how to play. Now, the other ones, I have knowledge on them, enough knowledge to give you guys builds for them, but I do not actually play them myself to where I would take myself into a competitive tournament in those positions. But jungler is one of the positions I actually know a little bit about what I'm talking about. So we're going to go starter items. What you want to start with is Bumba's Mask. Surprise, surprise, right guys? Secondly, now, I'm probably going to catch some flack for this too. I always preach about meditation, okay? Always preach about meditation. Thanatos is not a god that I preach about meditation, due to the fact that he needs early kills really, really, really bad. If he doesn't, he's going to get weakened really fast. So I recommend buying Enfeebling Curse. And when you activate this, it slows enemy movement speed within 55 units. So when you're really, really close to him, you pop it so you can secure that kill. Now that is what I use for Thanatos and Arachne and Serket. The ones that have struggles closing the gaps and finishing kills. Now every other assassin, I recommend meditation because they usually have abilities to finish and kill themselves. But if Thanatos has a chance to basic attack somebody to death, I would definitely recommend doing that and saving your ult for maybe a team battle or a getaway kill. So, and then we also go down and we do our starter boots like always, guys. Like always. Pretty much plain, simple, basic. Alright. Now here's where I might catch some flack as well. Next item we're going to do is your first piece of your core is a Sai, which gives you 15% physical lifesteal, 20% attack speed, and 15 physical penetration. If you drop below 35% health, you gain an additional 25% physical lifesteal for 5 seconds. Can only occur once every 15 seconds. Why I use a Sai, and I know I'm going to catch flack for this, is because you take your own life. You know what I mean? You take every little chunk that you take is something that's going to put you closer to your Asai passive. Now, let's say you Death Scythe, Scent, and do that. That's 15% of your health gone. Alright? So that puts you at about what? We're going to say that's 70, or not 75, that's 85. You're at 85%. Let's say you get hit like 3 times. You're probably going to be pretty close to about 50%. You're still fighting, you gain a little bit back, take a little bit, gain a little bit, take a little bit. You're at 35%. Swing, 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 you're at full health. It's that simple. You can just keep healing yourself. Gives you attack speed, gives you penetration. I don't really need to explain anymore. Next, we're going to go down and we're going to grab yourself your actual boots. I recommend Ninja Tabby, physical power, attack speed, movement speed. No need to explain it, no need to justify it. Next is actually kind of a out of left field kind of buy, but I actually go with the Hastened Fatalis. When your basic attack is hit, when a basic attack hits a target, excuse me, the attacking movement speed debuff is removed for 1 second. So pretty much every physical attack you land, you keep up the attack speed, and it gives you movement speed and gives you attack speed really, really fast. Good to close gaps, good to clean up kills, which is all you're here to do as Thanatos. Now, your next piece that is going to be in your core, actually, is going to be your Rage. Now, I like to use Rage on these. I like to use Ragebringer, which, if you don't know, is the combination of Rage and Deathbringer, which is a critical strike combo. I like to use these for assassins so that you hit hard, you hit fast, you hit agile, and you steal back whatever you're hitting, which I definitely recommend using, guys. It's really, really good. And like I said, the next piece is going to be Deathbringer, which pretty much all it is, guys, is Rage ensures you're going to land a critical strike. Deathbringer makes sure that critical strike hits harder. Now, the next 2 items are interchangeable depending on what you're battling. I like to use Ansil, which gives you physical power, 50 magical protection, 8% cooldown reduction, and you permanently gain 0.5 physical power and 0.2% cooldown reduction per stack. 5 for a god kill, 1 for a min kill, caps out at 60. So pretty much what you want to do with this is you want to get it, you want to stack it if you need to have a lot of executes. if you need some protection, if you're going against hard hitters like Bologna and Fenrir and stuff like that, and you're just getting out jungled really, really hard late game, or if you're just losing a lot in team fights, you want to throw on Syl, okay? But let's say you're not going against a hard hitter. Let's say you're going against somebody that's just really, really fast. Everybody's getting away. You're going against like Kali, Serket, Bologna, pretty much the same people, but they're using them for getaways instead of power. Then you want to use this weapon, which I actually believe heavily in, which is Frostbound Hammer. Enemies hit with your basic attacks have their movement speed reduced by 30% and have their attack speed reduced by 15% for 2 seconds. This is also really, really good to counter an Arachne in jungle, because Arachne is very, very fast and will circle around you really quick, hitting you really quick. All you gotta do is land a couple basic attacks on her. She's slowed down, her attack speed's slow. She's not hitting you nearly as fast, nearly as hard. You can keep up with her, and it makes you a little more bulky and hit a little harder. So those are the 2 pieces that I would recommend interchanging. We're gonna throw on the Frostbound Hammer for the actual stat look, and then we'll leave on Syl in the back. Now we're looking at 208 basic attack, 125 physical, 1.99 attack speed, 15 lifesteal, 15 penetration, 50 critical chance, 69 physical protection, 48 magical protection, 2290 health, 21 HP 5, 470 movement speed, 0 cooldown reduction, which if you need that, switch on in Syl. 1000 mana flat, and 12 MP 5. So pretty solid build for a Thanatos. Honestly, you could probably manage jungle and just harvest like crazy. Just get it, you're the harvester. See what I did there? See what I did? Okay, but yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. But I hope this build does pretty much help you out and help you jungle, and I hope my preaching kind of helped you learn exactly what a jungler does, so we can get rid of these KSing people in the world that just steal kills and go in the lobby with only 16,000 player damage and 26 kills. Nah, bad memories, Vietnam flashbacks. I can't handle it. But alright guys, that's pretty much it for me. Make sure you smash the hell out that like button for me. It really does let me know that you guys do enjoy these builds and they are helping you. Make sure you guys leave a comment down below if you have any other god that you would like me to cover and like me to do a build on. I will do any god, it does not matter. I will play with them, I will build with them, I will do everything I can to have the most perspective and the most intelligent builds for you. I guess, would it be an intelligent build? I don't know. I don't know words. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Make sure you smack that subscribe button too to join the Shu crew. You guys already know I love y'all. You guys are out here supporting me and enjoying my Smite videos. That's it for me, guys. I'm gonna get out of here. I will talk to you later. Peace.